Now it's time to begin Android development testing. Before we get into adding the cross-platform input and setting up the functionality so that we can play our game using the joystick and the A and B buttons, we need to make sure that we can actually build our game and that it looks okay on the mobile device. Now, for this course, I'm using a Galaxy S5. I recommend at a minimum you use a Galaxy S5. So before you can begin working any further, we want to make sure that we go to File, Build Settings. You want to make sure that your platform is set to Android. If it's not, select it and hit Switch Platform. In order to continue on in this course, you need to be on an Android platform, as we will be going over Unity ads in the coming videos. So once you have Android selected, we're going to build an APK. You're going to select Build, and it's going to create an APK in the course assets root directory. So pretty much where your assets are above it in your Unity project. Go ahead and call this demo, and it's going to save it as what's called an APK file. Save that, and it's going to automatically build and detect your Android SDK. If this prompt comes up that says Android SDK is missing required platform API, go ahead and use the highest installed. In the event that you receive an error when building and it says something like it can't find your JDK version, go ahead and go to unity.com, and more specifically, actually go to Google and type in Android SDK development, Android SDK Unity development. And this will give you a documentation page right here, Android SDK setup. This page is going to help you get set up for Android environment. Typically, if you're going to get an error when building an APK, it's because it can't find your installed Java development kit. Definitely want to use a version of JDK 8, so just select this link. It will take you over here, accept the terms, and download the Windows 64-bit or Mac or whatever your operating system is. Go ahead and use the 64-bit version of it. Once you've done that, you will then need to go back to Unity, and you'll need to go to File or Edit, Preferences, and within these preferences there's external tools, and you'll need to find the SDK as well as the JDK versions by hitting the Browse buttons, and it will automatically detect them. Okay, if you had no problems, what's going to happen is as soon as it's done, you'll have this demo APK. The next phase is putting this APK on the actual device. Now, the easiest way that I've found to do this is by simply uploading it to Dropbox. So by right-clicking, move to Dropbox. If you don't have a Dropbox account, sign up for a free account at dropbox.com. It's completely free, and it allows you to basically share files. So I'm going to add that file to my Dropbox. And then what I'm going to do now is on my mobile device, my Galaxy S5, I am going to go to the Dropbox app. Once the app is loaded, I'm going to select my demo APK. It's going to read it, and it's going to install it. It will take a few moments to install. It may ask you to adjust your security preferences as you're installing something not from the Google Play Store. Go ahead and just accept the terms, and it will say install blocked. Go to settings. It should automatically prompt you to go to settings and just check unknown sources, and you can check it to say allow this installation only. Hit OK. It's going to take you back to your APK. You should see the project name, so it should say Dungeon Escape. And then it's going to say, do you want to install an update to this existing application, or do you want to install this application if you don't already have it on the phone? Select Install, and it will install the application onto your device and automatically launch up when it's ready. Now for this game, you want to make sure that you have your phone in landscape mode. And what you're checking for is you want to make sure that the dimensions are okay. You want to make sure that everything looks beautiful and great and the controls feel smooth to where they are placed on the screen. So once the app is installed, it's going to prompt you to say open. It will splash with Made with Unity. And then you'll be on your game. You'll be on the game, and you'll see here that it looks amazing on a Galaxy S5. All the UI elements are properly spaced. My joystick on the left and my A and B buttons are clearly visible and distinguishable. So once you've verified that the game is running flawlessly, we can then go ahead, go back to Unity, and create the cross-platform input. anytime you experienced issues with getting this to work, head on over to our Discord channel, which you can find in the announcements or in the welcome message, and go ahead and join the community and post the error so someone can help you in real time. I'll see you guys in the next video.